गर्भधारण से लेकर के अंत्येष्टि तक ये सब संस्कार जिन की होती है उसकी दीजा कहते हैं।
So who is called the Dija?
मार्ग का अनुगमन करने वाले हैं निवृत्ति परायण दीजा, इष्ट पूर्वादि इष्ट पूर्तादि कर्मों से होने वाले समस्त यज्ञों का देह का ज्ञान करने वाले इंद्रियों में हवन कर देता है। तत्पश्चात सारी इंद्रियों के शोक मोहादि तरंग से युक्त विविध संकल्प रूपी मन में एवं कर्तृत्ववादी विकार युक्त मन को पूरा वाणी का वर्ण समुदाय में और वर्ण समुदाय को अकर आदि और उम त्रय सदात्मक ओंकार को बिंदु में, बिंदु को नाद में, नाद को सूत्रात्म रूप प्राण में तथा शेष में ही जीव बचे उस ब्रह्म में स्थापित कर देता है। इसी प्रकार निवृत्तिनिष्ठ ज्ञानी अग्नि सूर्य दिवस सायंकाल एवं शुक्ल पक्ष पूर्णिमा उत्तरायण के अधिष्ठात्री देवता को सानिध्य में विभिन्न लोक में प्रवेश करके ब्रह्मलोक को पहुंचाता है।
But who knows which shloka Gurudev is reading? Which shloka, which chapter?
तब उसकी विश्व अर्थात स्थूल उपाधि हो जाती है।
Who knows?
तब स्थूल को सूक्ष्म में लीन करके सूक्ष्म उपाधि तेजस हो जाता है। इसके पश्चात सूक्ष्म को कारण के लय करके कारण को आदि प्राज्ञ हो जाता है। सर्वत्र साक्षी
What is the verse?
अनुगत होने के कारण इस कारणोद्भवी साक्षी रूप में लय करा करके तुरीय हो जाती है। अंत में सभी पूर्ववर्ती अवस्था को साक्षी तत्व के रूप में विलीन हो जाने पर शुद्ध आत्म स्वरूप हो जाता है अर्थात मुक्त हो जाते हैं। अभी हम चल रहे हैं कौन सा?
So now we are which one? Seven canto.
Seven canto 15th chapter.
Chapter 15.
श्लोक नंबर अभी चल रहे हैं 55 में आ जाए।
Shloka, no, 55 shloka. This gradual process of elevation for self-realization is meant for those who are truly aware of the absolute truth. After repeated birth on this path, which is known as Deva Jan, one attains these consecutive stages. One who is completely free from all material desires, being situated in the self, need not traverse the path of repeated birth and death. So there are two ways, the path of Devajan and which one? Another one?
नाम भूल गया। अर्चिमार्ग।
अर्चिमार्ग।
अर्थात तत्वज्ञानी इस पथ को देवजान मार्ग कहते हैं। प्रवृत्ति पथ चलने वालों को उन सभी लोगों की प्राप्ति के बाद पुनः इस संसार में लौटना पड़ता है।
Even though situated in a material body, one who is fully aware of the path known as Pitrijan and Devjan and who thus opens his eyes in terms of Vedic knowledge is never bewildered in this material world. So two paths explained. Devjan Marg, path of Devjan, and Orchi Marg.
तत्वज्ञानी लोग जो है देवजान मार्ग में प्रवृत्ति पर चलने वाले होते हैं।
Tattva-jnanis, they go in this Archim.
वह सभी लोगों की प्राप्ति के पुनः इस संसार में।
Oh, sorry. Pravritti Marga, Archi Marga, and then they again have to come back to this material world.
देखो जीव।
So when the Jeev, after the death,
कैसे से लोगों की प्राप्त करते हैं?
which kind of lokas, like planets, the jivas go.
वासना से रहित होकर के परमात्मा के उपासक आत्मज्ञानी जीव है, वो जन्म मृत्यु के प्रवाह में वापस नहीं लौटना पड़ता है। जो राग देश, राग माने आसक्ति,
Raga means attachments. Desh means when you hate someone, have some hatred.
इसलिए कहते हैं राग देशहीन व्यक्ति,
So someone who doesn't have attachment nor hatred.
वासना से रहित होकर के
Now I-
वासना के जब छोड़ देते हैं,
So he gives up all the desires
तब वो कहते
and
हैं ना जन्म मृत्यु प्रवाह में वापस नहीं लौटता।
he does not come back to being born and dead, like cycle of repeated birth and death,
इस
cycle of repeated birth and death, and he goes to Brahmalaya.
पद है, दो पद का एक पितृजान,
So two paths, Pitrijan and
देवजान।
Devjan.
पितृजान
Sorry, I don't know the meaning, otherwise I would translate these terms, but I don't know. Pitrijan means the person goes to the Pitri lok, means to the forefathers.
देवजान,
Devjan means
देवजान में दो प्रकार के व्यक्ति होते
two kinds of people in Devjan.
हैं, जो अनेक स्वर्ग आदि सुख आदि भोग करने के लिए जाते हैं।
Those who go to enjoy sense gratification of like Swargalok and others.
देवलोक से वो पुनः इस संसार में
Then after Devlok, they come back to this material world.
और एक प्रकार होता है
And another kind,
में चलते हुए फिर राग देश आदि सब कुछ त्याग दे करके
so going on the path of Devajan, he gives up his hatred, attachments, and he merges in Brahma.
रूपी चक्षुओं से उन्हें भली भांति जान लेता है, तो शरीर में रहता हुआ भी मोहित नहीं होता। शरीर में रहता है
He stays in the body,
हुआ भी मोहित नहीं होता है। शरीर में रहता है, इस संसार में रहते हैं,
so he continues in the material world in the body,
देश नहीं होने के नाम
but he doesn't have attachment or hatred towards anyone.
बद्ध नहीं होते। जीव बद्ध होने के कारण क्या है?
So what is the cause why the jivas are bound
अनेक प्रकार
in the bondage of Maya?
भोग वासना से लेकर
Many
के
kinds of material desires.
आदि के लिए। इसलिए कहते हैं आर कवि निताई चंदेरी करुणा हुई।
I think he's in,
संसार वासना मोर कवि
now I also lost, but I think maybe 61,
संसार वासना जब हम छोड़ दें,
chapter 15.
तब हम इस संसार से मुक्त
So
होकर चले जाते
when we give up material desires,
हैं।
then we can leave this material world, we can leave.
परिवार के प्रति
What are these material attachments? The attachment we have for our family, wife, everything. This is samsara vasana.
with your mother, father, wife, children,
Attachment with your mother, wife, children,
gratification,
and enjoying many kinds of sense gratifications.
संसार वासना।
This is called samsara vasana.
Enjoy the material sense gratifications. संसार वासना। देह प्रारंभ में पहले ही कारण स्वरूप में और उसका अनंत अंत होने पर भी सीमा उसमें भी सदवस्तु अर्थात स्वयं ब्रह्म वर्तमान रहता है। वही बाहर से भोग माइक वस्तु के रूप में
I am also lost now. I don't know where the Guru is reading.
और
I was following, then I.
तो रूप में ही स्थित होते हैं। वही उत्कृष्ट और निकृष्ट ज्ञान और ज्ञान का विषय है वाणी आदि इंद्र और शब्द आदि वन का विषय है। वही नाम रूप ही है, उसी अंधकार और प्रकाश है। इस पर स्वयं तत्ववेत्ता ही सब कुछ, उसके अतिरिक्त
Ah.
कुछ भी
Text
नहीं।
55 now. No, 57. 57. Gurudev just read 57.
और ज्ञानी कभी मोहित नहीं होता।
So
ज्ञानी जो है
the Gyani,
तत्व आदि ज्ञान के द्वारा यह समझ लेते
no,
हैं।
57. 15th chapter, 57
इस संसार
slok.
के
So the Gyani understands everything according to Tattva Gyan.
ज्ञान को छोड़ देते हैं बस। दो वस्तु है,
So two things are there.
आत्म वस्तु
Atma Vastu, the soul, and Anatma Vastu.
ये दोनों वस्तु के क्या कहता है वो विचार कर ले।
Like what is eternal, what is the soul, what is not eternal. He's always considering these two things.
और
A
विचार
yogi.
करके
And thinking about
अनात्म
these
वस्तु के छोड़
things and discrimination, having discrimination, he's giving up Anatma Vastu.
नहीं है।
Means something which is not eternal, not true in reality.
substance,
Some substance without existence.
तो छोड़ देते हैं,
So he gives up these things. Means
वस्तु के अनित्य समझते हैं।
he knows, he understands these things are temporary.
इसलिए माइक भोग वस्तु में वो मोहित नहीं होते।
So he's not deluded by the material things in material world. So this material world, there are so many things to enjoy,
वो भोग वस्तु में
sense gratification in this world. But again, he's not attracted to all these things.
भोग वस्तु क्या है?
What is to be enjoyed in this world?
गंध स्पर्श
Taste, shape, form, sound, touch. These 5 objects of the senses.
रूप के दर्शन करना,
This is what is in this world. Like Rupa means beautiful form,
enjoying the
Ras,
sense
nice tastes. Taste, you know, Ras means flavors.
जिहा में आता है, टेस्ट होता है।
You want to taste with your tongue different tastes.
साउंड
Shabda means the sounds, different sounds.
शब्द के द्वारा के कानों के द्वारा शब्द के आस्वादन करते हैं।
So with your ears you enjoy nice sounds.
शब्द क्या है? सुरीली कंठस्वर जो कहा
Like beautiful voice, Sangeet, you know, music.
स्पर्श,
Sparsha means
टच, स्किन,
touch, skin.
ठंडी गर्मी,
You feel cold, you feel hot.
क्या बोलते हैं, कठिन है, तरल है,
Something is
ये हमारी
hard, something soft, or something is liquid.
त्वचा जो है वो
So our skin
अनुभव करता है,
feels this.
चमड़ा, रूप रस शब्द गंध स्पर्श आदि। इसलिए ज्ञानी व्यक्ति क्या करते हैं,
So
इसमें
a ज्ञानी person, he will
ये नहीं रखता, आसक्ति नहीं,
not be attached to the objects of the senses and these enjoyable things in this world.
उसी स्थिति में कहते हैं ब्राह्मी स्थिति कहा जाता है।
This state is called Brahmistiti. This stage of the person, consciousness, Brahmistiti.
में रहते हुए पर भी
So although he's living in this material world, he's not
आसक्ति नहीं
at all attached to any material thing.
है। दुखेषु अनुविघ्न मना, सुखेषु विगत स्प्रिया। इसके बाद दुखेषु अनुविघ्न मना, सुखेषु विगत स्प्रिया, मुनि उसे कहते हैं, मननशील उसे कहते हैं।
Muni is a person
दुखेषु
who is not agitated by sufferings,
सुख में उसी प्रकार
and also he doesn't become also like he's not affected by unhappiness or happiness. He's always like
इसी प्रकार का।
he's not affected by distress or too much enthusiastic about happiness.
भीतर कोई विषय की वस्तु वो
He doesn't have attachment to anything, nor also hatred or
चित्त में भय नहीं रहता।
fear. Also, he doesn't have.
ये दुखेषु अनुविघ्न मना, दुख आने पर उसके चित्त कभी
Even if some suffering comes, his mind is never disturbed.
ये दुखेषु उद्विग्न मना, सुखेषु विगत स्प्रिया। सुख में किसी प्रकार उसके वो भी चित्त नहीं, कोई कुछ उसके चित्त में कोई फल नहीं होता। इसका
Like even happiness, like happy moments, or they don't
क्रोध,
influence his mind.
कोई विषय के वस्तु उसके
He's not attached to anything.
नहीं रहता। भय और क्रोध भी नहीं होता।
And he doesn't have fear nor hatred.
भीतर आएगा भय
Sorry,
क्रोध।
fear nor anger.
चित्त के जाए धी माने बुद्धि,
D means his intelligence. So his intelligence is fixed in what?
अपने ब्रह्म में।
In,
ये ज्ञानी
in,
का कार्य है।
in Brahma.
स्वामी जी कहते हैं, भीतर
So this for Gyani. Bhagavad Gita explains.
दुखेषु उद्विग्न मना, सुखेषु विगत स्प्रिय, वितराग भय क्रोध सितधि मुनिर उच्यते। इसका कहा जाता है ब्राह्मण
This describes Brahma Sthiti. Have you understood or not?
अर्थात उनके लिए अंधकार और प्रकाश दोनों ही बराबर लगते हैं।
So for him, darkness and light are the same.
अर्थात उसके अतिरिक्त
Text 57.
कुछ भी नहीं है, इसलिए वह जानकर ज्ञानी कभी मोहित नहीं होता है।
So the Gyani is never deluded.
क्यों जानते सब अनित्य, संसार के जितने
He knows everything in his world is temporary. Everything is temporary. He knows.
काल नहीं रहेगा।
Something's here today, tomorrow is not any longer.
वास्तविक सत्य है।
This is true.
जो वस्तु आप देख रहे हैं
Everything you see
है, काल नहीं
today,
है।
these things are here. Tomorrow they won't be any longer, or maybe not the day after tomorrow. Everything is temporary.
कितने आता है कितने चले
So many people have come and left this world.
एक कहानी सुनाता हूँ ना।
So I tell some stories sometimes.
एक मुसलमान राजा थे,
One Muslim
वो
king,
सदा सर्वदा आत्म प्रशंसा सुन करके वो प्रसन्न होते थे।
he would be so happy listening when people would glorify himself, like would glorify him. Some people they like to listen their own glorification.
ग्लोरीफाई ऑफ हिज ओन ग्लोरीज, अपने कथा को बोल करके व सुन करके प्रसन्न होता है।
He was so happy speaking and listening about his own glorification. So many people in this world are like this. Generally materialistic person. I did this and that. I did. I. Like me. Everything about me.
विषयी लोग होता है कि ऐसी
The materialistic people they are like this. I have done this. I have done that.
कभी आ जाए उसके
If anyone comes,
शुरू कर देते।
you just catch the person. You want to glorify yourself to that person. You don't want to listen
आत्मा प्रसन्न
to anyone, but you want to glorify yourself to that person. You want to tell your own glories.
है कि नहीं? तो
Isn't
एक
it?
मुसलमान राजा थे,
There was a Muslim king,
बहुत पैसा खर्च करके एक
so he spent a lot of money and then he built
बनाया
a big,
ताजमहल जैसे
like Taj Mahal, like a big palace,
बनाया।
you know, gigantic palace. Stop it.
ये लाइट को बंद कर दो, एक कर दो।
Turn off the light.
अच्छा, पैसा तो बहुत खर्च किया,
So he spent so much money in his construction,
खर्च करके
billions and billions of rupees,
सौध बने पैलेस
and he built a gigantic palace.
है। देखने में बहुत सुंदर था।
It was a very beautiful palace.
कोई भी पर्यटक आते थे, पर्यटक समझते कि नहीं?
Parjatak, do you know what is a Parjatak? Like a Jatiya traveler,
टूरिस्ट व्यक्ति आते हैं,
like a tourist.
तो
They would come.
को स्वयं जो है
And then when they would come, he would himself guide
ये बनाया
the traveler. Oh, and also glorify himself. I did this, I did that.
वो टूरिस्ट व्यक्ति जो ट्रैवलर
When the travelers, the tourists,
प्रशंसा करते हैं, महाराज आप जैसे बनाया
yes, Maharaj, this great construction you've done, no one in the past and in the future, no one will do like you. So nice.
वास्तव रूप में आपने इतने सुंदर किया।
You have really built so many beautiful, such a beautiful construction and building. So he would be so happy listening to people glorify him. And
एक दिन एक संत महात्मा आ गए,
so one day a saint came.
ऊपर की तरफ देखा, नीचे
So
की
the
तरफ
saint
देखा,
was looking up and down. He was looking, and
वो
then
राजा बिगड़ गए।
and he didn't say anything. Then the Muslim king was angry.
इस चौदह पैलेस की मैंने प्रशंसा की, आपने
Then the king told, I glorify so well this building, but you didn't answer anything. You didn't smile, not say anything.
थोड़ा वो कमी रह गया।
You could have said, oh Maharaj, you did this, do this, but you could have at least told, if you think, you should have said, oh, this was left, you forgot to do this. But I know that I did everything. I don't have any faults in this construction, but still you could have said something. You're just looking here and there, looking up and down. Why?
संत महात्मा बोले,
Then the saint told,
मैं इसलिए देख रहा था, मिट्टी के नीचे भी मैं देख रहा हूँ ऐसे कितने सौध, माने ऐसे पैलेस मिट्टी के नीचे कितने चला गया।
then he was looking, I am looking to the floor
अभी तक पड़ा हुआ है।
because actually I know I'm thinking about how many earthquakes took place and how many great buildings also they collapsed and now they are under the earth.
बिक्री पड़ा हुआ है। ये श्लोक नंबर कितना हो गया? कैसे बिक्री पड़ा हुआ है, और बनाने वाले भी ऊपर भी चले गए, माने मर गया।
And those who have built all these constructions also they left, they also died.
ये सौदा तुम जो देख रहे हो, जो बोल रहे हो,
So you're talking about this building.
ऐसे बनाने वाले वो भी चला गया।
So the persons who have done
मिट्टी के नीचे नाजनी कितने पड़ा हुआ है।
all these great buildings in the history, they also departed from this world, and also those buildings they've done also collapsed and they're not here any longer. So the saint told, these high class saints, they
वो किसी के
Sorry.
प्रशंसा सुन करके भी प्रसन्न नहीं होते हैं ना, वो सब देख करके उसके चित्त में कभी
They don't feel influenced if they hear this qualification about the people, and also they see all these things and they don't get stimulated because he knows past and future. He knows so many people have done this in the past.
कितने
In the future also have other people build so many things, constructions, and how many big constructions because of earthquakes now they are under the earth. So how can you
ज्ञानी लोग
astonish them? You cannot astonish them.
ज्ञानी लोग उसी प्रकार
So the Gyanis,
और प्रकाश
for them darkness and light is same.
अभिभूत नहीं होते हैं? इस प्रकार स्वयं तत्ववेद का ही सब कुछ है, उसके अतिरिक्त और कुछ भी नहीं है, इसलिए यह जानकर ज्ञानी कभी मोहित नहीं होता है? जो तत्व ज्ञानी होते हैं
So the Tattva Gyani,
संसार की कोई वस्तु देख करके उनके चित्त कभी
he sees everything in this world
ना कोई चित्त में कोई क्रिया होता है, इसलिए दुखे
and he never becomes affected by what he sees in this world.
प्रिया वित राग भय क्रोध तितदि मुनिर उच्यते, ऐसे स्थिति के कहा जाता है, क्या ब्राह्मी स्थिति कहा जाता है।
So this is called Brahma Sthiti.
इस
Read this sloka of Bhagavad Gita.
You have to read, you have to learn this sloka.
You have to learn this sloka. What is Brahma Sthiti? The Gyanis, they are up until the stage of Brahma Gyan, like they are indifferent to material things. And
ऐसा इस ब्राह्मी स्थिति के आने के बाद ही जो है
so after coming to this Brahma Sthiti stage, then you can come to the sadhusanga and come into the path of bhakti.
दर्पण आदि में देखने वाले प्रतिबिंब का अस्तित्व सर्वत्र मिथ्या मानकर स्थिर किया गया है।
Text 58. Although one may consider the reflection of the sun from a mirror to be false, it has its factual existence. Accordingly, to prove by speculative knowledge that there is no reality would be extremely difficult.
वस्तु में मानते हैं, उसी प्रकार इंद्रिय समात्मक देह एवं तत्संबंधित विषय में पदार्थ रूप में चाहे कल्पना की जाए, किंतु परमार्थ विचार आत्म अनुभव युक्ति बुद्धि के कारण वे सब कारण वे पदार्थ भी नहीं है। जिस प्रकार कह रहे हैं दर्पण रख दिया जाए, दो दर्पण रख दिया जाए,
So if you put 2 mirrors,
दर्पण में क्या देखोगे? अपने प्रतिच्छवि देखोगे।
so you see your own reflection in the mirror.
रख दीजिए,
If you put 1000 mirrors,
आपका जैसे मुख है ऐसे तो दिखाई पड़ेगा।
so you only see the reflection of your own face.
अनेकों
The
प्रतिबिंब
only one person, but he will see many reflection of his own self because there are like
बिंबवाद कहा जाता
1000 mirrors. This is Pratibimbavad.
है। एक है? और
So
देखो,
the sun is only one.
में पानी भर दो, 10 घड़ा रखो,
But suppose you fill 10 pots with water.
इस घड़े का मुख खोला, बिल्कुल खोला है,
You know that some pots they have very big mouth. So what, like an entrance of the pot.
प्रतिबिंब दिखाई पड़ेगा।
So you actually see the reflection of the sun inside all these pots of water. Like 10 suns you will see.
यदि
Verse 58.
यदि हम
58.
तोड़ दे दिया जाए,
Abadito apihi abaso. So if you break the pots and also if there's no water in the pot, you cannot see all those suns.
देने से वो
So if you
उसमें जो प्रतिबिंब पड़ा था, वो प्रतिबिंब कहाँ चले गए? सूर्य में।
so this reflection that was before in the pots now is in like
प्रतिबिंब पड़ा
back in the sun.
है। ठीक उसी प्रकार तब तक ज्ञानी ब्रह्मवादी ये विचार करते हैं, एक ही सूर्य
So the
है
Brahmagyanis they think Brahmavas there's only one sun,
और अनेकों आधार होने से
but because there are many pots or recipients, you see many forms of the same sun. What is the meaning?
एक है।
Brahma is only one.
हैं? ज्ञानीवादी के ब्रह्म ज्ञानी कहते
The Gyanis they say Brahma is only one,
हैं। अनेकों देह होने के नाते
but because there are
अनेक रूप में दिखाई पड़ रहे हैं,
many bodies we see
समझ में आ रहा है?
many forms.
हैं?
understand?
प्रतिबिंबवाद के बारे में समझना है।
Try to understand Pratibimbavad. What is Pratibimbavad?
शंकराचार्य जो अपने विचार को
So Shankaracharya,
मैंने क्या बोले प्रतिष्ठित करने के लिए ये सब उदाहरण दिया
he gave these examples to try to establish his philosophy of Pratibimbavad.
दे दिया है सपनों सपनिक बात भी कर दिया कई युक्ति आदि दिखाया है ये
He showed many logics,
जगत
like Brahma Sata Jagat Mitta, only Brahma is the truth. This world is false, and
कई युक्ति आदि दिखाया है शंकर शंकराचार्य अपने जो एक ब्रह्म द्वितीय नास्ति एक ब्रह्म
Shankaracharya told only one thing is there, only one without a second, only one Brahma without a second.
जो है फिलोसॉफी के थ्योरी के उन्होंने स्थापन किया है क्या क्या बोला
So what philosophy established? Brahmavad, Nivartavad, Brahmavad, Pratibimbavad.
ये समस्त तत्व के उन्होंने स्थापन करके
Established all these status.
प्रतिबिंबवाद क्या है
So what is Pratibimbavad?
वस्तु में जो प्रतिच्छवि पड़ता रहता है
That same one thing, it's reflecting many different places.
और वस्तु नहीं रहे
But if that thing doesn't exist, there won't be any reflection.
सूर्य एक है
Like the sun is only one,
पात्र में घड़े में पात्र क्या पानी भरो
but if you fill
रख दिया
a pot with water, if you put 10 pots,
पात्र रखा वो 10 प्रतिबिंब दिखाई पड़ेगा आपको
you'll see 10 reflections.
घड़ा को तोड़ दिया जाए पानी भी नहीं रहे तो प्रतिबिंब नहीं
But if you break the pot, or if you don't have any more that
संसार में जिसको जीव कहा रही हो
with water, you cannot see.
जीव नहीं है सब
So
ब्रह्म के
all these suns. So the jivas actually they are pratibimba of Brahma. They are reflection of Brahma. So the body is there. So we say that.
ब्रह्म ही माँ के द्वारा आच्छादित
So actually Brahma is covered by Maya, and he's calling himself Jiva. And you see like these like pots with the reflection. They are like the bodies of the living entities. If there is no,
वही आत्मा जिनको तुम आत्मा कह रहे हो वो किसमें हो जाता है
so if there is no body, then this Atma actually is will merge in Brahma.
यही कहा इसलिए शंकराचार्य अपने मतवाद को स्थापित करने के लिए कोई तत्व फिलोसफी को वो स्थापित कर दिया
So he, with this philosophy, he establishes full philosophy. With this Brahmavad, he's saying how this illusion. What is this illusion, Brahma?
एक वस्तु के दूसरे वस्तु के रूप में जो प्रतीत होना उसके
If something looks like another thing, this is Brahma, some illusion.
रस्सी रस्सी में सर्प आदि भ्रम उत्पन्न इस देह में आत्मबुद्धि ये भी भ्रम हो जाता है देह में आत्मबुद्धि हम रख रहे हैं
So we think that our soul is the body. So this is also one kind of illusion.
इसी प्रकार जो ज्ञानी लोग इसलिए कहते हैं दर्पण आदि में देखने वाले प्रतिबिंब का अस्तित्व सर्वत्र मिथ्या मानकर स्थिर किया गया है जो उनकी पदार्थ में ये यथार्थ रूप में प्रतीति होती है द्विचंद्र आदि मिथ्याभूत होने पर भी बालक वस्तु में ही मानते हैं जैसे बालक के दिखा दिया
Like a boy, if you put 2 meters and show to a boy,
तो बालक की मूर्ति क्या दिखेगी
the boy will see his own image reflected in 2 meters.
दर्पण क्या है
What is a mirror?
ऐसे होगा कभी
The mirror,
दर्पण लेकर के ऐसे बंदर के माथे उड़की मारता है
like some,
तो देख नहीं पाते हैं
sometimes boys are playing with the mirror.
जैसे ऐसे करते हैं ऐसे करते हैं ऐसे वो भी दर्पण में
Actually, the mirror will reflect what your face is doing.
करेगा
Because whatever you do, the reflection of the mirror will do the same. Isn't it?
इसलिए कह रहे हैं जिस प्रकार बालक
Just like a boy,
अपने मुख आदि के नाना प्रकार विक्रिया आदि करके जैसे खेलते रहते हैं
he's playing.
उसी प्रकार
What is this Lokanam once again?
ब्रह्म
So the same way, Brahma.
माया के द्वारा आच्छादित हो करके
So just like a boy playing with the mirror, the same way,
जय दे करके
Brahma becomes covered by Maya and then identify himself as Jiva.
उसी प्रकार वो कल्पना के अनुसार करते हैं। परमार्थ विचार, आत्म अनुभव, युक्ति, विरुद्ध तत्व के पदार्थ।
59. In this world there are 5 elements, but the body is not a reflection of them, nor a combination or transformation of them. Because the body and its ingredients are neither distinct nor amalgamated, all such theories are insubstantial.
पंचभूत से निर्मित नहीं है। वह पंचतत्व का प्रतिबिंब नहीं है। देहादि संधान, संयोग, प्रारंभ और परिणाम कुछ भी नहीं है। इस प्रकार पंचभूतों का विकार अथवा परिणाम यह देह है ऐसे भी नहीं कहा जाता है सकता है। ये शरीर क्या है? शरीर में जो मिट्टी, जल, अग्नि, वायु, आकाश, 5 तत्व।
So our body is made of 5 elements:
मिट्टी है, शरीर में मिट्टी
earth, water, fire, air and ether.
मर जाने के बाद इस
After we die,
मिट्टी में जाकर के ही समाहित हो जाते हैं। शरीर में जो वायु है, ये वायु
the earth that we have will mix with the soil. The air in our body also will mix with the air element.
क्योंकि इस संसार में तब ये देह भी क्या है? नित्य नहीं है, अनित्य है।
Because our body in this world is temporary and is not eternal.
नहीं है, स्थिर भी नहीं है। कभी मोटा हो जाता है, कभी पतला हो जाता है।
Sometimes we're fat, sometimes we are thin, isn't it? So a person who has a body like a beam, he went to the bathroom 2-4 times with passing stool and water, then he'll become weak, and even though he might be very strong. So the body is completely temporary. So the gain is by the knowledge.
अपने चित्त मन को जो है स्थिर कर लेते हैं।
They make their mind very strong. So that sutra, the definition about the gain is you have to remember that you have to memorize. The Gita explains what is the shloka.
दुखेषु उन्विग्नमना, सुखेषु विगत स्प्रिया, वित्त राग भय क्रोध स्थितधि मुनिरुच्यते। यह मुनि करने से
Muni here means the Brahma Jnani.
ब्राह्मी स्थिति से कहा जाता है।
Brahma Sthiti.
इसी प्रकार पृथ्वी आदि पंचभूतों में अव्यक्त होने के कारण ये तन्मात्रा अर्थात पंच तन्मात्रा क्या है?
So what is the Panchatan Matra? 5 objects of the senses. I am repeating actually the same thing again and again because you forget. Panchatan Matra. Rupa, Ras, Gandha, Shabda, Sparsha. This Panchatan Matra, 5 objects of the senses. Rupa, form, Shabda, sound, Gandha, smell, Shabda, sound, Sparsha, touch. Sorry, Rasa, taste. Text 60. Because the body is formed of the 5 elements, it cannot exist without the subtle sense objects. Therefore, since the body is false, the sense objects are also naturally false and or temporary. So whatever we see in this world, everything is temporary. Just try to understand this.
एक परमात्मा के अनेक वस्तु का भेद मानना आरोप सादृश्य भ्रम है। जिस प्रकार सत्य तेज में सत्य जल का भ्रांति मूलक आरोप और मरीचिका जल कहा जाता है। कभी-कभी भ्रम आ जाता है।
Sometimes we're under some illusion. For example, the rays.
गर्मी के समय आप गाड़ी चला देखिए।
So suppose if you're driving the car in the summertime, what will happen?
गर्मी के समय आप 52 में कह रहे हैं गर्भधारण से लेकर करके अंत्येष्टि तक।
So if you're driving the car in the summertime,
रोड पर आपको दिखाई पड़ेगा,
you'll see on the road
आगे गाड़ी के आगे आपको क्या दिखाई
some meters behind in front of your car. You see, looks like there's so much water on the floor. It's like mirage.
जितने चलते रहे उतना ही वो आगे आगे आपको जा रहे हैं।
So the more you drive the car, more it always look like the water is just in front of you, but you never reach the water because it's not actual water.
पानी नहीं है।
Actually, there's no water on the road,
सूर्य
but
के किरण
because of the rays of the sun, the reflection is
के
there
नाते
on the road.
आपके
Then
निकट एक प्रतीत कर देता है।
looks like there is water, but actually there isn't.
ये सामने पानी।
Looks like there is water just in front of you. So the jivas also think like this.
इसी प्रकार देहात्म
So the jivas, they have the Hatma Buddhi,
भोगने के लिए हिरण्य
bodily conception. So they want to enjoy sense gratification. So they are running behind sense gratification, just like a deer feeling thirsty, trying to get water.
और ठीक उसी प्रकार रेगिस्तान में
And he goes to the desert.
रेगिस्तान में वो सोचता है यहाँ पर पानी है।
So the deer comes and he thinks it is in the,
और अधिक और भी
there's water in the desert. Because actually in the desert there's even more reflection of the water.
धूप में माने गर्म हो जाता है, उसको सूर्य किरण पड़ता है, फिर ऐसे तरंग
Because of the sun and the sand, looks like there's so much rays of water nearby. It's like mirage in the desert, you know. So the deer is thinking there's water.
आगे वो भी
So he's always walking, trying to find this water is actually a mirage. So he never attains it because it's always, every time he walks, looks like it's further away. Then, you know, that sand is so hot and he cannot even come back, or he doesn't have where to go. So in the end, the deer dies in the desert.
तात्पर्य क्या है? उसी प्रकार विषय बद्ध जीव भोग के वासना में
So in the same way, the conditions so, trying to enjoy sense gratification, they go so far,
करते हुए चले जाते हैं,
collecting and doing so many things.
सीमा नहीं
But there is no limit. There is no limit.
है। धनी व्यक्ति धन कमाने के लिए इतने पड़
So,
चलते
The rich people, they do so much to collect money. 1 business, 10 business, 20 business, 1,000 business.
रुपये आते हैं कि तब भी उसके शांति
Billions of rupees they get, but still they are not satisfied. They are not happy.
जो बिजनेसमैन होता है ना, उसके करोड़ रुपया वो क्या करे?
So a businessman, he'll get billions of rupees, but he's never satisfied. He opens so many companies.
और भी पैसा
I want more money, more money.
नेशा के होते लग जाता है, नेशा लग जाता है, नेशा समझते है, जिसका जो ड्रग लेते हैं ना,
Like an addiction.
भांग आदि
Like just like those who take ganja bang, those who smoke marijuana,
उनकी ऐसे से और भी
they always want more and more, like an addiction, you know.
कर नहीं पाते,
Cannot control themselves.
अंत में प्राण छोड़ देते।
And then they give up their body.
ठीक उसी प्रकार यहाँ पर भी
So in the same way, here it explains. Here it explains.
ठीक उसी प्रकार यहाँ पर भी कह रहे हैं, प्रतिबिंब देहात्मी संघात संयोग जो कुछ भी देखते हैं, ये समस्त जो है ज्ञानी लोग इसको अनित्य समझ लेते हैं और उसकी तरह वो जाते हैं। अनेक उदाहरण देते जा रहे हैं।
Many examples are given.
एक परमात्मा को अनेक वस्तु का भेद मानना आरोप सादृश्य भ्रम है। जिस प्रकार सप्त तेज में सप्त जल का भ्रांति मूलक आरोप मरीचिका जल कहा जाता है, जल तो है परंतु वह रेगिस्तान में नहीं है। एक सप्त क्या है? जल है, किंतु रेगिस्तान में जल नहीं है। किसको उसको क्या करते हैं?
One thing is true, the water, but in the desert there's no water.
वस्तु है,
Yeah, water will exist, but in the desert the water is just a mirage. It's like
जल जैसे इसको
illusion.
प्रतीत करा देता है।
Looks like there's water, but there's not.
ऐसे सोचते हैं पानी है। जिस प्रकार कहते हैं सपना में हम अनेक प्रकार
Just like when we dream we have so many happiness or distress, like
समझते हो,
we are eating during sleep, or
उत्सव में चले गए अनेक प्रकार
maybe there's some party somewhere, so many kinds of food preparation,
बनाया,
laddu kachori, cooked so many things, and you ate everything
जब
in your dream.
जब नींद टूट गया
When you wake up, then
तो आप देखा कि अपने पेट भरा कि नहीं भरा
you see, is your belly full or not? No.
है? किंतु देखो
But in your dream,
सपना देख रहे हैं, आप इतने खाया
in your dreams, you're eating so much. oh, my belly is full. In the dream you're thinking.
नींद टूटने के साथ साथ ही साथ दिखा कि कुछ खाई नहीं।
But then you see that you haven't eaten anything actually.
तात्पर्य कि इसी प्रकार जो है माया इस संसार में जीवों को अनेक प्रकार भ्रम पैदा करते हैं। सुख
So Maya creates so many
है
illusions.
किंतु सुख नहीं है, सब
Sorry, happiness in this world. We feel so much happiness, but that actually it's like a dream. Even this happiness we feel is just like a dream, like false.
क्यों कह रहे हैं ये सब? जो
Why?
ज्ञानी लोग इसको जान लेते हैं, इसलिए ज्ञानी लोग इसमें सब ज्ञानी के लिए कहा रहे सब।
So this for like the Gyanis.
इसलिए कहता है कर्मी अपेक्षा ज्ञानी के श्रेष्ठ माना जाता है। कर्मी तो कर्म में ऐसे फंस जाते हैं, बस कर्म करते 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 चले जाते हैं और अंत में उसमें ही उनके
So the karmis, they are doing karma, then they
जिस प्रकार
just like
कीड़ जो है
no, the silk insects. What is the name in English? That insect who makes silk.
और बनाते बनाते उसमें ही
He
वो
creates that silk, then he becomes bound inside his own house of silk.
करके वो समस्त उठा करके
Then some person
पानी में उसको
comes, take everything, puts in the hot water, kills the insects,
डालते रहते
keeps the silk.
उससे ही जो है ये रश्मि जो है
That's why how they make the silk.
ठीक उसी प्रकार कर्म आदि
So
करते
in the same way,
कर्म में इतने फंस जाता है
the jivas become completely absorbed in karma,
वापिस नहीं आ पाता।
so they cannot even come back.
और ज्ञानी लोग कैसे रहते हैं? मकड़ के भांति।
And the Gyanis, they live
क्या बोलते
they live like spiders, not like the silk
हैं? वो भी
insects.
अपने लार से जाल बना लेते हैं।
The spider also makes the web with its own saliva,
इससे कुछ वो आ सकते नहीं।
but the spider is not attached, like he's not bound. The spider can freely move in the web. So a Gyani,
ये समस्त वस्तु के जान करके उसमें उद्भूत नहीं होते। द्वैत अथवा भेद वास्तव में ही नहीं है। जैसे भेद के असत्यता के कारण सुत वस्त्र ही होता है, उसी प्रकार जगत सर्वप्रकृति के मध्य कार्य एवं कारणिक एकता ही जो विचार किया जाता है, उस विचार के भाव द्वैत कहते हैं। द्वैत से क्या होता है? सृष्टि होता है। एक धागा से कपड़ा नहीं बनता।
you cannot make a cloth with only one thread.
अनेकों धागा को
You need many threads in one direction and other threads in another direction so that you can make a cloth. Have you ever made a clothes? Like a, they say, like how do you say in English? Like
ऐसे बनता है।
you have to,
एक तरफ एक दो देश से
so you put threads of like cotton or the material in one direction and other in another direction. In this way you can make clothes. Have you seen Navadvipa?
तांत शिल्प कहा जाता है।
It's called Tant Silpa, the art of sewing. I don't know exactly. So in my school, we used to learn how to do this. How is an English word? Let me see. How to,
क्लास 9 और 10 में
in class 9 and 10, we had 2 classes. How to weave.
To weave.
To weave. How to weave. So we learned all this. How to weave.
कपड़ा कैसे बुनते हैं।
How to weave clothes. We learned in school.
कहने की बात यहाँ पर भी उदाहरण दे रहे हैं, जिस प्रकार
So an example is given.
बसरी होता है, एक होता है कार्य, एक होता है कारण।
So 63. When one understands that result and cause are one and that reality is ultimately unreal.
वस्तु नहीं बनता है।
So cause and results. Like if it's too hot, it will rain.
अधिक गर्मी हो तो आपको समझना चाहिए बारिश होने वाला मानसून आने
So if it's too hot, you know that the monsoon is coming soon. It will rain soon.
इसलिए कहता है कार्य और कारण।
Karja and Karan, like cause and effect theory.
तात्पर्य कहने के सृष्टि जो कुछ भी सृष्टि होता है
What is the
कार्य
meaning?
कारण से है।
Everything that is created comes from cause and effect.
यदि कहा दिया जाए
But if you say,
भगवान व ब्रह्म जो सृष्टि किया उसके कार्य कारण क्या है,
what is the cause and effect of the creation of Brahma?
कोई नहीं है। वो शिक्षा स्वतंत्र शिक्षामय
He's
सृष्टि क्यों करते हैं?
so why does he create?
कोई उनके कारण है?
Is there any reason for him creating?
हम अनेकों कारण दिखाते हैं। हाँ, वो
Yes,
कहते
many.
हैं, वो स्वतंत्र शिक्षामय पुरुष है, भगवान आनंदमय पुरुष है।
God is full of
के लिए बनाते हैं, ब्रह्मांड
bliss.
बनाते हैं।
So for actually enjoying this happiness, he creates the universes or everything. In the Javadharma explains.
क्योंकि कोई वस्तु जब करते हैं उसके कारण रहता है।
So when you do something, there is always a cause. Like suppose you build a house. For what? Why do you build a house? To stay in that house?
किसी न किसी प्रकार से आनंद उपभोग करने के लिए
To be happy there somehow.
कॉज एंड इफेक्ट, कार्य और
Cause and effect.
कारण रहता है। किंतु भगवान ये वैचित्रमय अनंत करोड़ वैसे ब्रह्मांड क्यों सृष्टि किया?
But why did God create all the unlimited billions of universes? What is the cause and effect of it?
है? है? इसके निर्णय देना बहुत कठिन है।
Very difficult to decide this.
सृष्टि के कारण क्या है?
What is the cause of creation?
भगवान ये सृष्टि क्यों किया गया?
Why did God create this world?
क्यों ये सब ब्रह्मांड क्यों सृष्टि?
Why?
वर्णन है कि नहीं? जो धर्म में ये सब कार्य है।
Javadharma explains all this.
बाबाजी महाराज जी पूछने लगे
So Babaji Maharaj,
क्यों बनाते हैं ब्रह्मांड?
Bhagavath, he asked to Babaji Maharaj, why did God create the universes?
यदि भगवान ये ब्रह्मांड के नहीं बनाते, माया को
If God hadn't created the material world in Maya, we wouldn't come here.
यदि एक ही वस्तु होते, चित जगत होते,
If there was only the spiritual world and if there was not this material world,
केवल चित जगत होते,
if only the spiritual world would exist, then
हम तो सरस्वती से हम निकले।
okay, we came from the Tasta Shakti, but
ठीक है, हम तो सरस्वती से हम निकले, वहाँ पर एक वस्तु में हम चले जाते
then we would go straight to the spiritual world.
हैं। किंतु भगवान ये माइक ब्रह्मांड के बनाने के साथ ही साथ हम माया की तरफ आकृष्ट हो गए।
But we came to Maya, we became attracted to Maya. So why did God create Maya?
द्वैतवाद आ जाता है। द्वैतवाद के द्वारा ही तो सृष्टि है। अच्छा, सब पुरुष बना देते, कोई स्त्री नहीं बनाते।
Because of this dualism, then the creation started. But if there was only men, or if there were only women, so you can debate in this way.
किसी के साथ मोहित नहीं होते।
Nobody would be attached to the opposite sex. Or
स्त्री क्यों बनाया? वह पुरुष
so why did God create man and woman?
एक ही बना देते।
Could be everything, only one gender.
स्त्री बनाने के फलस्वरूप क्या होता है? पुरुष स्त्री के प्रति आकृष्ट हो जाता है।
So because there are women, then man is attracted to the women and women attract to men. So we were listening about this before.
ये क्या बात सुना था? स्त्री को किसके साथ आराम दिया?
So women is compared to the fire
पुरुष के किसके साथ आराम दिया गया?
and men is compared to the ghee.
घी अग्नि के साथ आने साथ ही साथ वो क्या हो जाता है? पिघल जाता है।
So when the ghee comes close to the fire, the ghee melts.
विकार आ जाता है।
So your mind becomes troubled or agitated,
और अग्नि
restless.
क्या है? घी को
And
पिघल देना।
the fire, he melts the ghee.
अग्नि देवता की परम उपादेय वस्तु क्या है? खाने की वस्तु क्या है? घी। इसलिए हवन में क्या डाला जाता है? स्वाहा, घी डाला जाता है।
So when in the fire sacrifice, also you throw ghee in the fire sacrifice.
क्या वस्तु चाहिए?
So
हवन करने के लिए
to do fire sacrifice, what do you need?
घी चाहिए।
You need ghee. Without ghee, you cannot perform fire sacrifice.
वस्तु आप एकत्रित कर लिया।
So you got everything for the fire sacrifice, all the ingredients, all the elements needed.
आपने संग्रह नहीं किया।
You didn't bring ghee, so there will not be possible to have fire sacrifice. Oh, but I have wood. No, not enough.
सामग्री क्या है?
The main ingredient of the fire sacrifice is the ghee.
घी में तो लकड़ी को स्वाहा कर दिया जाता है।
With the ghee, then you do the swaha with the wood. So you need ghee.
तात्पर्य यहाँ पर करें, इसको भी
So meaning, try to understand.
सृष्टि भी इसी प्रकार की कहा जाता है। स्त्री और पुरुष के मिलन से सृष्टि हुई।
So the creation takes place because of the meeting of man and wife, man and woman.
सूर्य तत्व, अनेक तत्व,
So many tattvas, elements, material elements.
तो इसी प्रकार भी करें भगवान ऐसे ब्रह्मांड माइक जगत की क्यों सृष्टि किया?
So why did God create this material world?
माइक जगत की सृष्टि करके तात्पर्य क्या है?
Why?
ये भगवान स्वतंत्र स्वेच्छामय पुरुष, ये भी उनके एक लीला है।
God is completely independent, so this is also his Leela. Javadharma explains.
ये भगवान लीला पुरुषोत्तम है,
Bhagavan is Leela Purushottam.
लीला करना उनकी। फिर उत्तर देगा लीला करने के लिए ब्रह्मांड तो बनाया, माइक जगत बना दिया और जीव उसमें फंस गया।
So for the Leela secret, this material world, and the jivas were stuck in here.
यदि भगवान ऐसे माइक
If God wouldn't have created this material world, so we wouldn't be attached. We wouldn't come here.
हम कहाँ चले जाते?
We would go where? Straight to the abode of God. So
माया कोई चित्रमयी है,
Maya is so like
जीवन फंसा लेती है बस।
with so much diversity, so many different things. So the jiva becomes attracted and came here and got caught.
वर्णन करना संभव नहीं है।
It's not possible to describe Maya exactly. Which kind of form Maya takes.
वे उदाहरण दे रहे हैं।
Gurudeva gave one example. Listen carefully, this kata of Gurudeva. Two
राजस्थान के रहने वाले दो
people from Rajasthan, twins,
भाई जो है,
two twins from Rajasthan. They were from military. They were military. They were brothers and they were actually so close to each other also. They would not live without each other.
दोनों भाई
These two brothers. They would always be together, these two brothers,
क्या बोला?
And they were, what?
मिलिट्री में
Military. Like they were part of military force.
छुट्टी में
So
गांव के तरफ
because of their holiday, they came to their village, and the two brothers, they were like one life. They were so close to each other, so much love and affection to each other.
विवाह देने के देखने
So they were not yet married, and they were very pretty, like handsome boys. So it was like summertime. They came to Rajasthan. So two brothers, they were coming back to their village, and
देखो
look,
भाई चल चलते देखा
on the way, the two brothers thought that
रास्ते में एक लड़की जो है
there was a girl on the way,
छटपटा रही है।
like crying, and
दोनों भाई करे भाई तुम्हारे
No.
क्या हुआ?
then they saw her. What happened? She said, I'm suffering from thirst.
तो बड़े भाई जब में तो जो आगे पीछे जन्म लेते उसके भी तब कहा जाता है ना।
So the older brother, like that they were twins, no, but one was
बड़ा कहा जाता है, छोटा है।
maybe one was born some seconds before. One brother maybe was more fat, so he was like the older brother, called in this way older brother, because actually they were twins.
लड़की जो है
So the older brother told,
इसके लिए मैं पानी की व्यवस्था करूँगा।
this girl she's really desperate. Sorry, I think she was not crying. She was like how to say, I don't know, like proper translation, but she was like suffering. And the older brother said, oh, actually, yeah, she's really suffering from thirst.
वहाँ पर है।
So
तो वो लड़की कहने लगी
I think the younger brother went to fetch water for her. Then the girl told, oh, I want to get married to me. Marry me.
बोले अच्छा ठीक है,
The older brother said, okay,
मैं तुमको वचन देता हूँ।
I'll give you my word. You are my wife then.
अरे भाई इधर उधर घूम करके आ गए, बोले पानी तो कहीं नहीं
So
मिला ही।
the young brother came back trying to find water, but he didn't find any water. Oh, you didn't find water? Okay, so I'll try now.
देखो इस लड़की को मैं शादी कर
So the older brother said, oh, I just got married to this girl. She's my wife.
तुम अपने माँ के भांति रक्षा करो।
So protect her just like she's your mother or sister, because I'm going to search for water.
पानी खोजने के लिए चले गए।
So he went to search for water. The older brother. So younger brother stayed back with the woman. The girl told, oh, let's run away with me. What?
आपने तो बड़े भाई के साथ शादी
You just got married to my older brother. What are you talking about?
माँ स्वरूप है, आपके साथ कैसे जाऊँ?
My older brother, just like my mother. Then girl told, listen to me. No.
बड़े भाई के पत्नी मेरा मातृ स्वरूप
Sorry, the wife of my older brother is like my mother. How can I
जा सकते हैं?
run away with you? This is not possible at all.
तो मैं तुमको मजा चखा।
She said, look, listen to me, otherwise I will make things very difficult for you. You can say anything. You are like my mother.
अच्छा
Oh yeah, I'll teach you a lesson. The girl told, you were so loyal to your brother, no? Yeah?
दे फिर भाव दिखाते हो, गुरु निष्ठा दिखाते हो।
You have Guru Nishta to your brother, huh?
नहीं आता।
You don't understand me.
थोड़ी सी आगे गई,
So she came a little bit further, like,
तो अपने कपड़े को इधर
then she started scattering and
शरीर में इधर उधर
she tearing up her own clothes, and with her nails she was making some scratches on her body herself. Then the other brother came back. He also didn't find any water because they were like in the desert.
जब आगे और
And then he came back and saw the girl crying. Where's the girl?
लड़की रोना
And brother said, oh, girl's there. And girl crying, look what your younger brother, what he did to me. He scratched me with nails. He tried to sexually harass me. He did this and that. Listening to this, the older brother became so angry. Foolish.
मैंने कहीं ना कहा ना,
I told to you to take care of this girl. She was my wife.
तो इसकी रक्षा करना
You should protect her like your mother.
काम किया।
And you have done this to her. Brother, I didn't do anything. What brother, what?
तलवार उठाई,
Then he took out his sword.
ऐसे तरह दोनों भाई क्या किए,
And the two brothers, they were fighting to each other, because when you're angry, like both they start fighting with like sword battle.
दोनों की
Actually,
नीचे गिर गए।
both they killed each other at the same moment, and the two heads fell on the ground because they killed each other on the battle. And the girl left.
एक जगह में देखा क्या,
In another place,
रास्ता में चौहार क्या बोलते हैं, चौराहा में
like a crossing road,
बेचे ना, चालीस
some people were selling chai.
पीने के लिए बैठे, चाय पीने के लिए बैठे हुए,
People were also sitting down drinking the chai, and then
उदाहरण कर लिया,
this girl became in the form of a rat. So she came there like in a rat shape.
डर गए,
People were afraid of him,
वो चूहा
and this rat,
तेल की कढ़ाई में ऐसे जाकर के गिरी,
he jumped in the
तेल की कढ़ाई को ऐसे पलट दिया,
pot of oil.
तेल
But actually he didn't fall inside the oil, hot oil, but he just did something that all the oil from the pot, hot oil, spilled over, and then all those people who were sitting there, they were burned with the hot oil from that pot. Another place,
नारियल के पेड़ होता है ना,
one person was on a coconut tree or maybe palm tree. The man was up in the tree taking the coconuts out. Have you ever taken a coconut out of have you ever seen a coconut tree? Have you seen a coconut tree?
आपने सब दिखाई पड़ेगा,
If you go to Bengal, you can see all the coconut trees.
चढ़ गया,
Now he climbed up a coconut tree, no?
वो ऐसे नारियल के तोड़ रहे
So anyway, he was taking out the coconuts from the tree,
और वो क्या की,
and then
वो लड़की फिर एक
this girl became in the form of a snake coming up on the tree, and then the man saw, oh, a big snake is coming up to this tree. Then
ऊपर से नीचे कूदे,
he fell, like he jumped from the top of the coconut tree on the ground, and he died.
समझ में,
Did you understand?
इसके बाद एक संत महात्मा आए,
Later on, a saint came.
संत महात्मा त्रिकालज्ञ हैं,
The saints, they know past, future, and everything.
कह रहे भाई तुम
So he told to this girl, what are you doing? Then she said, I'm Maya.
जीव को मैं भ्रमित करता,
I'm just making all the jivas come, like deluding them. Deluding all the jivas, she said.
बोले मैं माया हूँ, इसी प्रकार जीव को मैं भ्रमित करता,
I am deluding all the jivas.
वे बोले मैं माया हूँ, ये सब, वे बोले मैं माया हूँ, इसी प्रकार जीव को मैं भ्रमित करता रहता हूँ और इस संसार में फंसा रहता हूँ, अनित्य वस्तु के
And they are bound in this material world. They're thinking that temporary things are eternal and real truth.
माया,
So in the same way, Maya,
जीव को इसी प्रकार जो है फंसाते रहते हैं,
they are bound. She's binding the jivas in this world this way.
आज समझ में,
Do you understand?
वो काल महाराज जी कह रहे ना,
Yesterday Maharaj was speaking how
मारा किसको,
he was saying how Ramachandra, God, killed Tarakasur.
भगवान रामचंद्र पहले किसको मारा,
Who was the first person that Ramachandra killed? Was Tarakasur.
आज आज, और भगवान कृष्ण पहले किसको मारा,
And Bhagavan Krishna first, in the first place he killed Suputana. So he killed the woman.
इसलिए
That's why Shrimati Radhika, she told also about this.
स्त्री बात क्यों करते हो, तुम्हारे और
Why did you kill a woman? You don't have anything else to do. So when you say woman, actually stri, woman, doesn't mean
काम करते हैं,
like a real woman, like mothers. No.
शब्द की अर्थ
Stri means actually
वस्तु जो होता है,
the tendency of the soul to enjoy.
भक्ताभिमान होकर के जो भोग करते हैं,
Those who are enjoying with the Bhakta Abhiman,
इसलिए
this
भगवान क्या करते हैं,
sense enjoyment,
जी हम भोक्ता
ego.
नहीं हैं।
So actually we are not enjoyers.
यहाँ पर जो स्त्री शब्द की अर्थ
So this word stri here is used, but the actual meaning is like we think we are the enjoyers.
है, और उसी प्रकार वो भोग वस्तु के चलते रहते हैं। एक है भोक्ता और
One thing is bhokta, bhokta,
यहाँ पर स्त्री
enjoyer,
तात्पर्य ये होता है,
bhoga,
ये हम उसकी भी भोग करने के चलते हैं,
he who is
क्या वो शरीर
to
स्त्री
be
हो
enjoyed.
या पुरुष हो,
So our body is maybe male or female,
सुना रहा था।
but all in the conditioned states they have the desire to enjoy.
ये हमारे हृदय में जो भोग की
I'm sorry.
भावना,
So this desire to enjoy that we have in our heart
क्या करना है,
is material
त्याग देना, नष्ट करना
desires. We have to give them up.
है। जब तक हम भोग वासना के त्याग नहीं देंगे,
Until we haven't given up these material desires,
भगवान के आगे चल नहीं पाएंगे।
then we cannot
रामचंद्र
come closer to Bhagavan. You see,
कृष्ण स्त्री को
Ramachandra killed a woman, and also Krishna also killed women. Doesn't mean we have to kill the women. Of course not. This is not the meaning.
कोई इसमें ये सूक्ष्म ये हमें उपदेश
The subtle instruction that Krishna is giving us, killing women,
भोक्ता नहीं हो,
is that we are not the enjoyers. We are to be enjoyed by God. Just meet God.
विषय के तुम भोक्ता नहीं हो।
You are not the enjoyer of the material things, sense enjoyment.
जब तक जीव के हृदय में ये समस्त
So if the jivas is they are not,
अभिमान रहेगा, तब तक वो भगवान की तरफ नहीं
if
जा
the jivas they have this bhakta bhiman, ego of being enjoyer, we cannot go towards Bhagavan. So if you have bhakta bhiman, means whether you are male or female, but if you think you are the enjoyer,
सकते। क्या करना पड़ेगा,
it's not possible. So that's why you have to give up this
ये कहने की ताकत है।
thinking that you are the enjoyer. So this is the meaning.
बहुत लोग ये प्रश्न उठाते हैं,
Many people they actually raise this question:
ऊपर ऐसे क्यों अत्याचार
why
करते
God
हैं?
did this all things against women?
बोले स्त्री जाति को अत्याचार नहीं है,
No, it's not
उसके सिग्निफिकेंस से समझ।
something wrong against women. Try to understand the significance why Krishna and Ram killed the Tarakasura and Putana. What is the fault of Putana? Some people say, what was her fault?
राधा जी दिव्य अनुमान दशा में भी तो प्रश्न
Actually,
करती
Srimati
है।
Radha, when she was in Transcendental Madness, she also asked this. Oh, Bumblebee, Bumblebee,
मित्र बहुत
you tell me
है।
that your friend has so many qualities.
प्रभु के मैं तीन जन्म की कथा मैं जानती हूँ।
Come on, I know this everything about the 3 births your master had in the past. Srimati Radhika told. This is Brahmana Gita Shloka.
अरे बताओ, शिकारी शिकार करते हैं, किंतु देखो शिकारी कभी
So the shikari hunts.
मांस नहीं खाते ना बंदर
A hunter hunts
है।
even monkeys, but he doesn't eat the flesh of monkeys.
बाली को क्या दोष था,
But tell me, what is the fault of Bali? Bali, he is a monkey,
और उसको उन्होंने क्या बंद कर दिया, एक बंदर से मित्रता की
and you have killed him.
को क्या किया,
With one friend, you established friendship, and with the other monkey, you killed him.
शिकारी ये दिव्य अनुमान
So why did you kill him? In Transcendental Madness, Srimati Radhika is saying to the bumblebee, you killed the other monkey for your own selfish interest.
बंद कर दिया, और वो किसने वध किया, अरे क्षत्रिय कहते हो, क्षत्रिय के धर्म
When you call yourself a kshatriya, but you haven't followed the
अवतार की कथा मैं सुनाती हूँ।
codes of the warriors.
एक जन्म की कथा, तीन जन्म की कथा मैं
So I'll tell you the 3 births, his last 3 births.
मृगुल कुबिंद्र विव्रते रुद्र
Srimati Radhika is telling the bumblebee.
शिकारी है शिकार करे, किंतु बंदर को
Okay.
ऐसे नहीं सुना।
You are a hunter, okay, but I never heard someone hunting monkeys.
शिकार भी करे,
No one eats
किसी के शिकार कर सकते।
flesh of monkey. Okay, you have bow and arrow, you can hunt anyone. Some person can hunt anyone, no problem. But
ठीक है, तुम
this is up to you. But why did you make friendship with one friend and one monkey, and the other monkey you decided to kill him?
क्षत्रिय धर्म का पालन क्यों नहीं किया?
Why don't you follow the Kshatriya Dharma, the warrior of the codes of the warriors that explains that you have to fight
तो बहुत दूर की
face to face? But what to speak of fighting face to face?
लड़ रहे थे और पीछे से
2 brothers were fighting, and you hiddenly shot an arrow to kill one of the brothers. This is not the code of the warriors in fight.
उससे जब परास्त करता है तो दूसरी आ जाए, तीसरी
So if one warrior is defeated, then another one comes to fight that opponent. So this is the warrior codes,
बलि को मार दिया।
warrior's code. So
पीछे से मारा
two
तो
friends,
उचित नहीं। और फिर
first not good to kill from behind. Another point, it was the two fights, two brothers they were fighting, and you just came in the middle and killed one brother from the like a back, from his back, in his back. So you call yourself brahmachari with dreadlock, and you call yourself a brahmachari, eh?
स्त्री लेकर के भ्रमण
Are you really a brahmachari? You are going here and there with ladies, and you call yourself a brahmachari? Okay, I believe, but anyway.
गृहस्थ ने शादी किया
If you are grihastha, if you
वानप्रस्थी है तो पत्नी
if
को
you
लेकर के जाने के लिए दान
got married, then if you want to give up your house, you can go with your wife to the forest. It's okay, vanaprastha.
अरे स्त्री जीत कार्य हो कहाँ थी अरे सुंदर एक अपूर्ववती सुंदर एक रमणी आई थी पुतना
Like a beautiful woman came, Putana,
तुम्हें शादी करने के लिए
and she came. She wanted to marry you.
तुम इतने सुंदर रूप बनाया
You've created your beautiful form by seeing you. Everyone is attracted.
प्रकाश क्यों किया आप बताओ तुम्हारे
So why did you manifest this form?
ऐसे हैं राम रूप में इतने सुंदर रूप क्यों बनाया बताओ
Why did you create such a beautiful form as the form of Ram?
पुरुष लोग भी उसके पीछे चलने लगे भैया
Even men were after her.
दंडकारण्य में चलने लगे
Sorry, after him. So Shastra explains when Ramchandra was in Dandakaranya, thousands of munis and rishis that they were chanting their Gopal mantras,
मननशील इंद्रियों के संयम करने वाले
those who had controlled their senses,
सब रामचंद्र के पीछे पीछे दौड़ने लगे
and when they saw
वर्णन है ना ये सब शास्त्र में वर्णन है
the form of Ram, all of them, they were chasing Lord Ramchandra.
दिया जाओ इस राम अवतार में आप लोग शिकार नहीं करते हैं
So actually he told,
आप लोग में शिकार कर दो
I will not accept you in these pastimes of Ram, only my pastimes of Krishna. And later on they were all born in the house of gopis.
रूप जो है जिस रूप को देख करके राम अवतार के रूप का राधा रानी का
So Srimati Radhika is saying,
लोग भी मोहित हो जाते हैं पशु पक्षी
even great munis and rishis, they would be completely intoxicated seeing the form of Ram.
भगवान रामायण में बड़ा
His form is not ordinary.
सुंदर वर्णन है
The Valmiki Ramayana has such a beautiful explanation. What can I say?
भगवान रामचंद्र जब दंडकार जब
When Bhagavan Ramachandra, he was in the forest, animals, birds, everyone, they were running behind Bhagavan Ramachandra.
रामचंद्र के जहाँ जहाँ पर भगवान रामचंद्र अपने कुटिया बांध लेते हैं उनके चारों तरफ आसपास में जो
So wherever Bhagavan Ramachandra would come and make his hut, all the animals and birds, they would also take parts of that place.
इतने सुंदर रामचंद्र के रूप कम नहीं है रामायण वाल्मीकि रामायण में
It's also beautiful in the Valmiki Ramayana.
भाषा के द्वारा
With such a beautiful and ornamented language, all this is explained. If you read, if those who like to read, they'll enjoy so much.
पढ़ते रहे
You can just continue reading and reading.
उपमा अलंकार
So many analogies to explain all the situations and nice descriptions. Beautiful languages of speech. No, sorry, not language of speech. Figura de linguagem. Like so many kinds of
इतने सुंदर
is
वाल्मीकि रामायण
stylish resources, literary stylish resources. I don't know. Like
मजा नहीं होता है जो साहित्यिक होते हैं ना
literature.
ध्यान रखते हैं उसको वाल्मीकि रामायण पढ़ो
Those who like literature, they should especially read the Valmiki Ramayana. You feel so much bliss. What can I tell you?
वाल्मीकि मूल रामायण वाल्मीकि रामायण
The main Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana.
अरे देखो सुंदर रूप बना करके आई थी वो सिर्फ शादी तो किया ही नहीं और
So she hadn't gotten married. They didn't marry her, and they were already playing football with her.
पास नहीं है जाओ
Oh, go to my brother, marry him. Then Lakshman told to Surpanaka, no, but I am a servant. If you marry me, you have to be a servant. Ah, you see.
खालू तो सब
So she saw Sita. So if I eat Sita, everything will be, all these problems will be over. Surpanaka thought.
कथा जो है आप लोग जानते हैं मैं इसलिए
So whatever happened later, you already know. So I'm not telling details. So
रामचंद्र इशारा करते ही लक्ष्मण ने किया कि
Ramachandra just indicated, and then
शादी तो किया ही ना नक्कन कर दिया
Lakshman, what to speak of marrying her? He also cut his ears and nose.
हैं और क्या बोलते हैं मैं
So we say something to the small kids, some verse or something. Oh, he saw her and he cut his
चलो
ears and nose. So how is he? Huh?
इसलिए कहते हैं उनके क्या बोले बलि महाराज के जगस्थल में पहुंच गए बावन देव, वो भी कितने सुंदर है।
So Vamanadeva came to the Jagasthali to the place of first sacrifice of Bali Maharaj. He is so beautiful, Vamanadeva. And he told to Bali Maharaj, I am a Brahmana boy.
मुझे त्रिपाद भूमि चाहिए,
I want Tripada Bhumi, I want 3 foot of land. And he showed as he was a small boy. But when he went to take the piece of land, he manifested a gigantic form. So he's completely duplicity, hypocrisy. He's cheater. If you show your foot in a small amount, a small size, you have to not change on the time. And then you manifest a third step, a third leg, and you say, oh, where can I put my leg? So Bali Maharaj said, okay, my hand on my head. So he took everything from Bali Maharaj.
तुम्हारे मित्र की संस्कार ये छल कपट के साथ काले के साथ हमारी किसी प्रकार मित्रता नहीं।
I don't have any friendship with this cheater, this bad person. Why are you coming back again and again, humming and telling the glories of your master? Go away, get out of here. Srimati Radhika is telling to the bumblebee. Gurudev was telling, no, Brahma Gita, I have to finish. So here he's saying how Bhagavan, so in this context we are speaking, here the Bhagavatam also the same context of Harikatha is here, the same topic. When this Dvaitavada, dualism, Dvaita means bed, like dualism, 2 things are there. So the Brahmagyanis say, should not go to dualism, let's go to the monism, Advaita. Only one thing. Then we'll be happy. Let's go to the Anandamai Brahma who is full of bliss. Let's go to him. So Shankaracharya, he wants to... Sorry, I didn't listen. So he's saying Ananda Brahma is full of bliss. Let's go to him. Everything's Brahma. You are that Brahma. Knowledge is Brahma. If you go to only one thing, then there is no danda. Danda means fight, quarrel, and also danda means friendship. Have you read the Danda Samas? So with Danda there is friendship. And Danda also has the fight. I think Gurudev is explaining the meaning of Danda. So Danda means fight. Actually the spelling is different from Danda meaning fight and Danda meaning friendship, but looks like same meaning, the same word. So the Advaitavadi say, give up this dualism and come to Advaitavad, monism. What is Brahma? Brahma is full of happiness. So Shankaracharya wrote, what? Satyam Param? Only Brahma is truth. But so Shankaracharya is very clever, so he gave another meaning to one part of the verse. Give up the dualism, let's come to the monism. This is peace. So all the Pandits, they don't want to follow Dvaitavad, like the dualism, they want Advaitavad, monism. They give some explanation according to the Panini Vyakaran, Sanskrit grammar. All the Advaitavadis generally they read so much the Panini Vyakaran. So according to the sutras of Panini Vyakaran, they establish the Advaitavad, monism.
इसलिए हमारे जीव गोस्वामी पाद ने क्या की
So our Jiva Goswami,
व्याकरण की सूत्र
he wrote the Harinamrita Vyakaran and he connected everything to the names of God.
इसलिए यहाँ
So,
पर जो भागवत में ये कथा प्रसंग आ रहे हैं
In the Bhagavatam,
की बात हो गया 8 बजे
please prepare the aratis 8 a.m.
ये जीव हम जो कथा प्रसंग यहाँ पर आ रहे थे
So the context of the Harikatha we were speaking about.
जगत के किन सृष्टि
So why did God create this material world after all?
हाँ मैं बोल देता आरती के लिए बात करता है ये भगवान आनंदमय पुरुष है
Actually God is full of bliss, Anandamaya Purush,
सच्चा स्वतंत्रमय पुरुष है
and is completely independent.
भगवान इस ब्रह्मांड में सृष्टि नहीं करते
If God wouldn't have created this material world,
सृष्टिकर्ता के रूप में हम कैसे जानते हैं अधूरा रह जाता
so the creation would be lacking. Like Babaji Maharaj told in the Javadharma, like this feature would be lacking. Because God is the creator. He has created everything. If he wouldn't have created this material world,
अधूरा रह जाता
then this would be lacking, this something would lack. Like
इस माइक ब्रह्मांड में
that's why God also created this world.
सृष्टि किया
Why did he create it?
ये उनकी कला है
This is his art, his kala,
कला समझते हो आर्ट
his art.
जैसे आर्टिस्ट लोग हैं एक लड़का
Like some artists, there's a boy who comes here.
आपकी फोटो
He sees you, then in 1 second he draws your face. He's like he's an artist. Once he sees you, he doesn't need to see you many times.
में अनेक लोग होते हैं समुद्र
I've-
के तट बैठ जाता है बस
I saw also on the Western countries near the ocean, they look at you only once, then he'll draw your face, all your hair, everything, all your features, everything. He'll completely draw very quickly, just like a photo. He can do that. Some people can do it.
एक आर्ट है एक कला है
This is an art.
भगवान सर्व कलाविद समस्त
Bhagavan is expert in all the arts. He has the knowledge of all the arts.
है 64 कला के परिपूर्ण है
He's
इसलिए ये
complete in the 64 arts. So this is also one art. How to prepare this material world, create this material world.
माया में आकृष्ट से ये उनकी
But the jiva to be attracted to Maya, this is actually our misuse of our independence.
स्वतंत्र दिया होगा जैसे ये
Just like
सेठ जी है
imagine a rich man, Sarji, very rich man.
क्या बोले
So he built a very beautiful what?
स्विमिंग पूल बनाया
Swimming pool. For what did he build that? For his own happiness.
किंतु किसी के बच्चा आकर के स्विमिंग
But another boy comes and falls in the swimming pool. This is not his responsibility.
तो अपने सुख के लिए बनाया
He created the swimming pool for his own pleasure.
समय पुरुष
In the same way, God is independent.
बनाने के लिए सब कुछ
To make these festivals of bliss, He created everything.
संपूर्ण नहीं है
He's complete. He's not incomplete. He's complete.
इसलिए उन्होंने ये बनाया अपने आप
So He created this world for Himself.
अपने सुख के लिए बनाया
For His own happiness, He created this world. But the jivas, they become deluded, and then. So God is saying, it's not my fault. God told, no, don't go there.
तोड़ मोड़ करके बोले, नहीं नहीं तुम्हारे दोष है भगवान
But those who want to say, God is your fault, then Krishna says, okay, if it's my fault, I accept my faults. Actually, if you want to make me blame me, okay. So actually, you coming to this world is actually good for you. It's auspicious for you. Because those jivas who go to Vaikuntha then cannot go to Goloka Vrindavana. But those jivas who come to this world, they have a chance to go to Goloka Vrindavana. Bolo Vrindavana Bihari La.
है कि नहीं
Isn't it?
आप राधा जी के पालोदासी बनने के
You can become the servant of Srimati Radhika. You can have this eligibility. Those who go to Vaikuntha, they never ever,
वो पालोदासी कभी नहीं बनते
never will be able to become Paladasi.
जाएगा नहीं
They will not go there.